Please welcome to the stage Vice President of Growth International at LinkedIn, Aatif Awan.
Hello everyone. Let's try something different. I call it the stand-up challenge, but since all of you are already standing, we'll have to make do with raising hands. Ready? All right, raise your hand if you were born outside the United States. Keep your hands up in the air and raise your hand if your parents were born outside the United States. All right, take a look around. Isn't that incredible? Not only are we a country of immigrants, we are also an industry that's been built by immigrants. Now, you may think that there is some self-selection going on. This middle of the day, people who chose to be here tend to be immigrants. So let me share with you what happened when I did the same stand-up challenge several weeks ago at my workplace, LinkedIn. This was a couple of days after the first travel ban. 200 of the top R&D leadership of my company, we were in Half Moon Bay for our annual offsite doing R&D planning. And I went on stage planning to present the Growth and International Roadmap. But before I did that, I asked them the same two questions that I just asked you. And 70%, no exaggeration, 70% of the room was standing because they were either immigrants or children of immigrants. That was a powerful moment of realization. It's cool to hear stats like 40% of the Fortune 500 companies were formed by immigrants, but when you look at your own colleagues, the people you work with every day, how many of those are immigrants and how many of them are being impacted by these policies? That is a really powerful moment. So why have so many of us come to this country and chose to make it our home? It's the promise of America. It's the promise that was written into the founding document of this great nation, giving the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's the promise offered by the Statue of Liberty, tall and stand by the shore, saying, "Give me your tide, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free." It's the promise that anyone can dream big, regardless of how disadvantaged they are, and dare to make that dream come true within their lifetime. That is the promise of America. That is why we are here. Now, I myself am a beneficiary of this American dream. I grew up in a small town in Pakistan, came here for grad school. I got a fully paid scholarship, decided to stay here, build a career, build a life. But I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for the generosity of this country and the people who came here before me. My story is hardly unique. I'm sure many of you had the same path. And we are here today because that path is seeming uncertain today. The promise of America is being threatened by the words and actions of this administration. Immigrants are being treated as the other again. They're even being called dangerous and criminal. Refugees are being told, "You're not welcome here anymore." Unnecessary and cruel immigration and travel restrictions are being put in place. We cannot let this happen. We must stand up against these policies. We must stand up for our colleagues, our friends, and those who need our help. And we must stand up to preserve and protect the promise of America. And that starts with one small action that I'd like all of you to do today. So I want you to take your phones out of your pocket and open your calendar app right now. All right, now look at your schedule for tomorrow and identify a group meeting or event. Could be a class, could be an all hands, could be a team meeting. And make a note for yourself that you'll be taking up the stand-up challenge in this meeting with your colleagues, your classmates, and which is to ask the same two questions. Which of your colleagues are born outside the US or their parents were born outside the US? And when they stand up, tell them that you will stand up for them. Take a picture, make a video, share it broadly, share it proudly, take the stand-up challenge. Thank you so much for being here today and joining us.